EA Sports. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football. The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Martinez.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Handoff from the gun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
At the 15-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket.
And it's picked off. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. PAT makes it 7-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The give from the gun. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
To the air, it's Arnold. Pressure coming. Steps away. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
That makes the score Miami 7, Oklahoma 3.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Advance on the football.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Martinez. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback now breaking the field. Catch in the middle, it's Martinez. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's now 2nd and goal.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 2nd and goal for this offense. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Right on target this time. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. They use the sideline as their friend and finally get him out of bounds on the return at the 47. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this off.
Oh, the ball's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Got his man in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
He's tackled.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Buying some time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback extends the play. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. One more snap coming before halftime. Snags it quickly on the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Into traffic, it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Floating away. He's going to run it. And he's knocked down.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing.
He caught it! Touchdown, Canes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quarterback moving. He'll fire to his right. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where. Because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Got it in the middle. It's Horton. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires on the move. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
21.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Martinez. Still running at the 40. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Ward. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Defensively, the clock late in the game, when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him on the ground, let that clock tick.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Ward. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the extra point is good and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside it, and he coughs it up inside the 20. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
It's caught downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Back to throw. It's Arnold. Dumps it off in the flats. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Extending the play. Got his man all by himself. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
The give as they work on that clock. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Martinez on the carry. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their